Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate, and a happy new year to all of you. Hope you guys had a great vacation. Hope you had a fun time. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, but hope you also got to rest and recuperate. I myself am recording this on the 28th, so it's not quite New Year yet. I myself am exhausted right now because the weather the past couple years has been garbage. First we had like a ton of snow, so I had some shoveling to do. Then we're having rain, which is going to transition into freezing rain, so I've got to look out and see, I'm going to have to throw down some salt to deal with that, and then I'm gonna... there's more rain tomorrow. There's like torrential rain, like heavy rain predicted for tomorrow, so I'm not even sure if I'm gonna leave the house at all on the 29th. But that's not something for you to worry about. That's something for me to deal with as and when the time comes. For now, though, let's just go in and charge into another episode. Once again, I'm not going to be doing anything special this episode. The main thing I want to do is I want to get the Graveborn quests finished, and I want to get, like we did with Jotun, I want to get Caliban permanently off our list of false god targets by robbing him of his final anointment. Also, apologies, I think I'm coming down with a small, like a bit of a cold, so you might find my voice to be a little bit more nasally than usual. I don't know if you can hear it. I can feel it, like it feels nasally. I don't know if you know that feeling. But, we're gonna power through, and, I might cough occasionally, which is the other thing, but it's okay. Last I checked, according to the latest study from according to the latest study from the CDC, you can't actually catch colds over the internet. Now, I know I had 419 and I botched it. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's just keep rolling. Yeah, I definitely I definitely have come down with some sort of earth thing of some kind, because I feel it. I've also been exhausted because I had to do laundry a couple days ago. That was a chore. A lot of walking around. I forced myself to go for a walk while we had a bit of sunlight yesterday, but there's still a lot of snow even before it started raining, so that walk was a little bit more like stressful and strenuous than you would usually hope your walks to be. Anyway, that's this series isn't about me complaining. Oh god. Yeah, I'm definitely down with something. Excuse me. This series isn't about me complaining about everything that's wrong in my life. This series is about me trying to 100% this game. And right now, the game, well, to be fair, the game did give me a bonus of 400 plus, I think 419%, and then I botched it. So we are just gonna roll until we get 350 plus. This is a terrible start to an episode. Just sitting here, multiple minutes going by, and we're still just rolling on the item bonus screen. But you know what? Every roll that we do brings us closer to that 100,000, and once we hit that 100,000, I'm gonna relax my standards. The main reason I even have it as an item bonus of 350 is to encourage myself to roll. Otherwise, I will never get that one achievement done, which is for re-rolling your realm properties 100,000 times. Once we hit 100,000, I'll probably allow myself to accept item bonuses of 300 plus, or maybe even 250 plus. Alright. Alright. Was there something I had to do? I've already gotten the divination. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have gone in. Oh god, I should have gone into the swamplands to try and find a treasure golem. I knew I was forgetting something. There's a good chance you can find a treasure golem just in the realms by themselves, but of course the best chance you will have for finding a treasure golem will be in the swamplands, because the treasure piles have a good chance of or like about a 20% chance of spawning a treasure golem. And then combine that with the chance of finding a treasure golem just normally in the realms, and you wind up with a fairly decent chance of getting it if you do quite a few of those runs in a row. Mass mutilation is either death or chaos. Let's check. So, ultimate mass mutilation. I should probably spend the day resting, but honestly, I want to get this done now, because this is going to be the last thing I have to record before the new year. And then I can just spend the next 2 days relaxing, although realistically, probably not. I'm going to have to see the aftermath of this, you know, rain apocalypse that's about to happen. And just make sure that the place is safe for, you know, people to walk on if I order, like, DoorDash, for example, right? Because you gotta be... it's part of your civic duty to make sure that if you're ordering something, or if somebody's coming and they're contractually obligated to deliver something to your place, you gotta at least make sure that your place is safe to walk on, right? So, that's a thing that I gotta take care of. And, other than that, I think we're just gonna try and chill this episode. I've been a little too chill because we are done with this realm and I'm still running around as though there's something I've forgotten. I guess if I run around, I might find a treasure golem, I might find a dumpling. But realistically, let's just leave. Let's just leave. Let's just go, dude. Dude. Let's just go. I don't know if that gives us any extra favor. I wasn't paying attention. Speaking of favor, I don't know if I've donated. Let me just do that. Yes, I have. Alright. Now let's... do I want to go home? Yes, we have projects that we want to hand in. So let's get those done. Start another key forge, and let's now go into the swamplands. But first, once again, let's roll ourselves something nice, something sweet. $480 is what I like to see. Let's take this bonus into the swamplands, and let's try and get this treasure golem action going on. Alright. 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 Okay. Treasure map is something we need. So we do have to collect this buried treasure as well. Pilgrimage is nice. We gotta kill hunter packs for the realm quest. So let's get those dealt with. And we're gonna stay in this realm until a treasure golem shows up. And why are we doing that? Well, because... Well, ooh, there's our dumpling. There's our dumpling. So now all we need is a treasure golem. There's a Pando Shrine. Do we need Pando Shrines? The answer is yes. In fact, this is our last one. Alright, boys, let's keep on moving. The first false god... Oh, fuck these guys. The first false god we're gonna fight in this realm, I think, is Hydronox. Excuse me? Something sent this window just randomly into the background, even though nothing else is open other than OBS. And OBS was not foregrounded. So Windows sometimes does this weird thing where some phantom program is coming into the foreground, and then whatever thing I actually have open will act as though I have minimized it. Or, no, not even minimized it, but like tabbed away from it, like alt tabbed away from it. And it's just really annoying. Anyway, there's a... Oh, well, there we go. We can safely knock this off the list as well. And we can even get another Riddle Dwarf done. Satyr Squire, I think, is going to be nature, but let me just confirm to be sure. So an ultimate Satyr Squire is... Drumroll, please. It is a nature class creature, which is what I would have guessed. Alright. Alright, boys, let's go. We done? We've killed the master. Right. Okay. Let's just take a look here. And I think that's taking us too far out of our way. So let's just head home, hand in this pilgrimage, start another pilgrimage, and carry on. It's been a while since we've seen an exotic realm, which is making me very worried. Very worried indeed. So anybody 82 or below is gonna get a pilgrimage. Alright. 90. Oh, this is the first time I've seen an item bonus. Maybe not the first, but the first time in a long time I've seen an item bonus of under 100 with instability 5. That was kind of crazy. And 98? Maybe it happens more often than I... Excuse me? What? Did I accidentally lowered the realm depth. Oh, that's what happened. That's what happened. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, we're gonna be doing a random realm. Yeah, I knew something was off, because on instability 5, on your deepest realm depth, you should not be seeing anything below 100. Below 130, I think. .377 is going to be good enough to take. into a fight with Shackler. What are we doing? We've got to fight the Nether boss. So that should be a good time for us, I think, maybe? Anyway, let's do our donation. Alright. Right, I'm getting some of these duplicate cards, which I'm okay with, but they don't do very much for us, especially if they're not one of the stats that we're trying to that we're trying to stack, namely health and defense. But nevertheless, if you're gonna give me a duplicate card, I'm not gonna say no, you know? Because there's no downside, generally speaking, there's no downside to having more of any given stat. Now, I know there's probably some weird interactions where if an enemy has more, like you do more damage to enemies based on how high their speed is, for example. But we're not really too worried about stuff like that because our build is pretty safe, it's pretty secure. We're not too worried about anybody taking us out. Alright. Let's keep things moving, because I would like to get this episode done in a reasonable amount of time, and then get dinner. I should make dinner, but I'm just really tired, so I am probably just gonna DoorDash something. I'll try to get something like healthy-ish, like the kind of thing that I would have made. I'll see what options we have. It's the 28th. Everything should be open, I assume. Oh fuck these guys. Yeah, I'm not you know what? I'll kill these guys. They're annoying as fuck, but I'll kill them just because I wanna explore the realm a little, just to make sure we're not leaving behind anything. Anything super useful? Doesn't look like it. Alright. No, nothing there. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, what? Wait, what was it? 212 and 238? Let me check. Yeah, 212, 238. Let's get those destroyed. 212, gotta make sure you do the... Oh! Looks like there are multiple ones on 212 with no trait. Get rid of those. But on 238, we gotta make sure that we're careful. Alright, boys, let's keep on going. That's another realm down. $400 is a decent bonus. Take that shit into a random realm. What are we dealing with in this realm? Clutchers should be fine. We've got to find statues. Alright. And I think we should even be hitting these objects, because don't they give like 150? Yeah, you got a lot. You got a lot out of those. So that's this realm already done. Alright. Now, what else are we looking for? I think we just want to find treasure maps, treasure chests. I think that's about it in terms of rare things. Or, well, a couple more real dwarves would be nice. I don't think we're gonna get these treasure chests done. And there's a spare treasure golem. But I'm gonna try and avoid it, if at all possible. Well, he ran right... Whatever, dude. He ran right into me. I don't care. I'm over it. Go here, go down, hit some of this stuff. Yeah, there's one of these guys. Imp Hexer, man, I don't know. I think imps might be either nature or chaos. Imp Hexer is a nature. All right. We don't really need any more of these Pando shrines, but you know what? I'll take it. Alright, dude. Are we done? I think we're done. Let's go. I think we should also be getting pretty close to the 100th realm quest with the Graveborn. Is there any reason to head back? I don't think so. So let's continue onwards. Paying attention because I am a little mentally fatigued. Oh hey, look, we're in the arachnid nest. Yeah, we're gonna get some buried treasure. That is, if I remember to pick it up. Alright. Kind of don't like being sent to the arachnid nest because we've already gone way past favor rank 100 with Regalis, and it just feels like a little bit of overkill getting even more favor ranks with her. Alright, take out those dudes. There's the buried treasure. There's another stone that we're gonna have to destroy. And if we hadn't found the dumpling, you know, luckily in that one realm earlier, this is the realm that we would have gone to farm for a dumpling, because it has a good chance of spawning from a bunch of the realm objects. I think there are 6 objects in total in the realm that each have a 5% chance of spawning the dumpling. So overall, only about a 25% chance of getting a dumpling that way, but still a pretty decent chance. Because I think the spawn rate for dumplings is definitely less than 1 every 4 realms. Or I might be wrong. Maybe that's about on par with what it is. Alright, get these guys done. Assassination ready. I'm gonna hold on to that assassination, cause no point handing it in when there's no other a project base Rune of Prophecy tasks for us to do. So we'll just hold on to it. And it's possible that the next Rune of Prophecy will be asking us to do an assassination, and then we can just hand it in at the beginning and just immediately get that thing done. Why are we running around this realm? Well, we're looking for the Master. Who might be in this room. Yes, you are. The Bat Master. And now we gotta see, have I collected the buried treasure? The way I'm gonna check is by seeing, are we at 2? We are at 2 treasures picked up. Alright, so that's good. So that's good. We're ready to leave. But where are we going? We're going here. Right. Oh, let's go. Is there a reason to head back home? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Hydronox, you're going down. Oh, well, I don't want to fight a treasure golem. So you can do whatever. And I guess the treasure piles in this realm as well have a chance of spawning treasure golems. And our favor rank with Shalan is a lot lower than with this. Fuck this. No, I'm not doing the 10% thing. The 5%, it used to be 10%, but then the damage cap got lowered to 5. Like, why would you do that, man? Horrible decision. From an otherwise excellent update, nonetheless, there were a few horrible decisions in terms of how they changed false gods. Like, there's no need to change it. False gods were fine the way they were. Now they've just become a little bit more annoying to fight. Alright, well, didn't want to fight mimics, honestly. Do I want to get into some of this extra combat? I guess I do. Yeah, you know what? You can gain a bunch of buffs, see how much I care about that. Ooh, this is good though. You know what else would be great is if we find a riddle dwarf. Or that's you down. Fuck off with that nonsense, dude. Okay, well, let's just take out Hydronox. What the fuck happened, dude? Excuse me? like, what the actual fuck happened? Get the fuck out of here, you... Like, how did I lose... How did I lose my turn? I'm not sure what I did to lose my turn there. And, I don't know. I could pay attention to what these are, but I'm just gonna take whatever anointment is on the top. Keeping treasure gives us a bunch of useless stuff. Less than 6,000 Nature Guild reputation is kind of annoying. But that's our final Graveborn realm quest, so we'll be able to take a look at the tier 3 Graveborn costume soon, and then we're gonna have to switch to another class. Oh yeah, and we gotta do this mini quest. Oh boy. Don't. 2 treasure golems when we didn't even want 1. Now where is that fairy? She's right there. Alright. Let's quickly hit her and hope these treasure golems stay the F out of our way. Alright, let's go home, because we've got a few things to set up. First of all, don't talk to that guy. Second of all, we've got a couple of nether stones, I think. At least one. Yeah, 197 and then 357. Get those dealt with. Oh, gotta make sure I don't destroy the one that I like, one of the ones with traits. All right. Now finally we get to set a bounty against oh motherfucker, was there a buried treasure in that last round that I didn't pick up? There might have been. Fuck. Oh man, this is... Fuck off, dude. Man, the game really needs to have a buried treasure icon the way it has for the Goblet of Trials, which you don't really need because the way it has for projects, son of a fucking bitch, dude. Come on. The game should have a confirmation dialogue box saying there's a buried treasure you haven't picked up in this realm. Do you still want to leave? That's how serious it should be. Okay, maybe there should be an option to disable it in the options if you don't want extra dialogue boxes. But fuck off, dude. If you're gonna have... If the game is gonna specifically have... Like, the game is specifically gonna occasionally ask you to find buried treasures and then completely undermine your ability to actually do it because of a horrible UI change. Like, it used to mark the X on the map. It no longer marks the X on the map. Like, it used to mark the X even when the map was unexplored. Now it no longer does that. So you gotta manually go around the entire realm, and then sometimes you've gone because you're not making a beeline for the X, right? You're just going blindly through the entire realm. Sometimes you might be stumbling around for quite a while, and by the time, like, you might just forget. You might forget it's there, or the X might have spawned in a spot that you've already been to. Fuck, this is really annoying me, dude. This is annoying the fuck out of me. This is really, really, fucking really annoying. Oh my god. I don't want to deal with... I don't want to deal with your nonsense anymore. Yeah. I think my spirits are just low because I've got a cold. And the weather's been garbage. Like, it's just abysmally bad. There's been no sun. The sun just hasn't been out since 2 p.m. yesterday. The sun just hasn't shown up. And then now this happens. Fuck me, man. Come on. Fucking garbage, dude. Well, whatever. I don't care. Well, we got to do obelisks. Let's get these. Fuck off. I'm gonna avoid, extracurricular combat in this realm just because. I'm just annoyed, and the enemies in this realm are just being really, really obnoxious. I don't know what the deal is with them, but they're just being dumb. So let's just let them. So stupid, dude. Not only should there be an icon, but there should be like a compass arrow pointing to where the buried treasure is. That's the level of, convenience that the game should offer instead of this garbage. It's really, really dumb, dude. Really, really, really dumb. I definitely have seen people make suggestions in the fuck. Yeah, people have left suggestions in the Discord that this change should be made. So fucking stupid. So fucking stupid, man. Anyway, I need to get my head back in the game because this is really throwing me. Motherfucker. Whatever, dude. Okay. What are we looking for? We're looking for Riddle Dwarf. One Riddle Dwarf, and what should have been one, one buried treasure. But now we've got two. God damn it, man. Fuck off. Fucking leeches. Fucking leeches. Fuck. This is fucking trash, man. And there's a fucking chance to resist damage. Yeah, fuck this realm. Fuck this realm. And the horse it rode in on. Oh god. God fucking damn it, what a... Sorry. I need to compose myself, because things are getting a little too negative right now. Where the fuck is... And I swear to God, if Furnace is fused with the leech that makes you immune to indirect damage, then fuck this game if that ends up happening. Will it end up happening? We'll find out in just a moment. Shut the fuck up. Furnace. Okay, thank goodness. Get out of my way. Where's the exit? Just get me the fuck out of here. We're looking for riddle dwarves, we're looking for buried treasures. Okay, dude, come on, out of my way, man. The fuck? Sturdy, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, just die like that. Oh, motherfucker. I forgot to change specialist. Oh my god. What is happening, man? Okay, this guy is annoying me. Let's just kill him. Alright, there's another buried treasure. Let's not forget this one. Let's not forget this one. And what the fuck kind of mushroom are you talking about, dude? What mushroom? Let's pick up the treasure map. This mushroom? Alright. Where the fuck is the X? There it is. That's a treasure golem. I don't really care. I'm not really interested in getting into combat with a treasure fucking golem. So let's just go. New realm. Let's take a look at our Rune of Prophecies. Yep, the only thing holding us up is this and this. Will it retain the 374? Yes, it will. Okay. Well, here's what we gotta do now. We gotta take a look at what the tier 3 bonus is. For the Graveborn, this is tier 1. Tier 2, we've got a bunch of spooky purple flames, and the tattered clothes become a little bit more formal looking. And then tier 3, the flames become blue, the lantern becomes another flame, and the entire getup becomes a bit ghostly. It looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool, but now we've got to change to the Grove Tender. We're almost done with the entire first page. God, there's so much to do. But yes, Grove Tender, and how are we for... God, hang on. What were the anointments for the Graveborn? Dreadnought, Firestarter, Veracity, Worldbreaker, and I think I need to take off Firestarter and bring in, sorry, take off Singleton and bring in Dreadnought. That's a Hell Knight anointment. Okay, well, that's done. Okay, now let's go. Look, what are we looking for? We're looking for a Riddle Dwarf. We're looking for a treasure chest. And that was a quick realm, but we're not done. Less indirect damage. Fuck this realm, dude. Fuck this realm as well. Alright, what are we looking for? We're looking for the things that I just mentioned. We're looking for a treasure map. We're looking for a Riddle Dwarf. Will we find either of those things here? It's possible. They can spawn anywhere on the map, anywhere where there's space for them to spawn. Oh, that's the worst. You summoned more enemy. Fuck you, dude. Okay, dudes. Come on, boys. Hit that. Go right. Are we done with this? I think we're kind of done with this round, but I do want to take a look just to make sure I'm not leaving behind. This round sucks, but I just want to make sure I'm not leaving behind anything useful. Really wish there was a way to, like, decline the invitation to start combat from these useless enemies. It should be optional. Oh, I didn't even realize that we were about to get another skin because I wasn't paying attention, but this is a Lich skin called Fossil. So let us take a look at that. I mean, that actually does improve my mood significantly. It's a Lich skin called Fossil. Okay, it's a... Not sure what to make of it. Looks almost Egyptian themed, but I'm not sure if that's what they were going for. It looks cool though. I'm just not sure what it's a reference to or what art style they were trying to go for. Looks cool though. Definitely looks cool. Alright. Boys. $359. Alright, this is good. We do need tons of these. That had a trait. Let's take a look at that. At the end of each enemy's turn, has a chance to attack it if dead. Okay. I don't like fighting mimics because I just see them as a waste of time now. You know, sure, I'll go inside here. Get a bit of extra favor out of you. And a couple of chests. The only reason I'm even hitting chests is to just get the achievement for 100,000 chests, and then after that point, I'm just gonna just stop collecting chests altogether. A lot of people are gonna get very, very triggered by that, I know, but it's just something I'm gonna start doing. Oh man, I mean, I knew it wasn't the Riddle Dwarf because he was wearing the wrong colored robes and hat. It's the yellow guy who is the Riddle Dwarf that shows up. Ooh, hey, we're gonna get another skin. Hello. Stoneheart. I feel like that's probably a reference to something. But I'm not sure what. We'll take a look at that more closely in just a moment. Here's buried treasure done. So after all of my whining, turns out the roadblock isn't gonna be buried treasure. The roadblock is gonna be we're just not gonna find a Riddle Dwarf in time. Alright. I should probably hand in my Rune of Prophecies, but I'm gonna hold out hope that we can get a treasure golem and start the new year off on the right foot by handing in a fully completed Rune of Prophecies. How about that? How about that? Because all we need for that is one Riddle Dwarf. If there's one in this realm, that would be great. If there's one in however many realms are left in the episode, I think there might be just one more before we are due to fight Caliban for the final time. Yeah, we're done. Yep, and this is our final realm. Let's just go in, take out Caliban for the final time. Hopefully find a Riddle Dwarf along the way. Oh yeah, and I didn't show you the golem skin. Pretty cool looking skin. Unfortunately, we don't have any golems in our party. I feel like Caliban is safe to put at the top of the timeline. I might be completely wrong about that. I might end up getting my party wiped out. But I don't remember Caliban being a particularly... I don't remember him having a particularly dangerous moveset. I just remember him having a really long and annoying resurrection gimmick. Extra traits. Ooh, you know what? That's actually... Ooh, hello! Do you see what I see? It's a Riddle Dwarf. I'm gonna take the 7 debuffs. Now we're gonna make sure we answer this correctly. Dark Brimsmith, I'm pretty sure is sorcery, but let me confirm that. Dark Brimsmith is, drumroll please, a sorcery creature just like I predicted. And the Rune of Prophecies is fully complete. Make you immune to attack damage. Make you lose less stats. Portal has shown up. Gain a little bit of XP before going in. Why not? And now Caliban is going to be at the top of the timeline with a bunch of extra traits. This could be a very dangerous situation. Okay, yeah. So Life Orb needs to be cast. Astral Dimension needs to be cast. Mother... I don't understand what's happening. Is he... Did I make him immune to indirect damage? If I did, then that was a mistake. And that's our final Caliban Anointment Rebound. Keeping Treasure gives us 7,000 Nature Guild Reputation, takes us to 2590, and I'm feeling pretty darn good. But we're not done with this realm, we need to hunt down a master. Okay. So I had a lot of things in this episode that I wasn't happy about, namely, you know, the game not letting you know, like, after you've picked up a treasure map, it should immediately put an icon in the bottom left that shows you have an uncollected treasure in this realm. Because there's... It just doesn't make sense to ask the player to just manually remember this on top of everything else, because there's just too much in this game, right? So I feel like that was a reasonable thing for me to criticize the game for, but I'll admit, I probably went a little bit overboard. I was probably just... I'm a little hangry as well. I haven't eaten properly all day, so I'm gonna have a nice meal after I've shut the fuck up, dude. After I've wrapped up this episode, and God, I really want to gain a favor rank, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Now that we no longer need to find buried treasures, more of them start showing up. Good job, game. Good job. Well, we're not gonna get the extra favor rank that we wanted. So I think we're just gonna... We are just gonna head home. The first thing we're gonna do is hand in this... Alright, we're back. I had to cut out a little bit because I accidentally showed my cloud ID. The first thing we have to do is just save and continue. Save and continue, man. Jeez. Alright. Save and continue. Then hand in this... Dude, I'm just all over the shop today. Hand in this Rune of Prophecies. The next one is it worth keeping? Might be. Honestly, it's looking pretty decent. Saint Althea is perfectly okay. And everything else seems fine, honestly. And we gotta take... Fuck off, dude. Gone... We can deal with Gonfurion. We can deal with Gonfurion. So how do we deal with Gonfurion? Well, swap to the Gate of the Gods Part A. Okay. Okay. Okay, dude. Now I'm actually gonna switch back to the... Blight Party, and we'll switch back to the Grove Tender. I don't know why I changed specializations to do this. That was unnecessary. This is done. It was a little bit annoying, but we got it done. Now let's do the gambling, Siralopoly, Keno, scratch cards, slots. So okay, so all 4 games need to be played. So let's quickly do them. Starting with the longest one first. Man, don't give me more turns, dude. Oh. And then slots is the second longest. Keynote the third longest. And finally, the quickest is this. Alright, anything else? No, I think we're good. We're gonna hand in our projects now, start new projects. Training. Start new assassination. I think we're on page 33 with this. We're done with gemlings, but there was a gargoyle we needed to do. Yeah, let's do a hard gargoyle. Let's do another keyforge. We have enough to do another synthesis. Now we're way off. But are there some specific missions for this that we need to do? Not really. So I'll just do a random one. We'll do, I don't know, a forge mission. Was there a specific false god we needed to kill? Yes, we needed to set a bounty against Saint Althea. Now you're done. Do we need to hand in our goblet? We don't, so we'll just hold on to that. Alright, we need to find 2 buried treasures, 3 Pando shrines. Honestly, very reasonable. This might be another fully completed Rune of Prophecies. Okay. Now then, let's reflect on what was accomplished this episode. We got an achievement. I think the only achievement we got was the Graveborn 10 for the 100th Realm Quest as the Graveborn. And now we've moved on to the Grove Tender. We're just slowly chugging along, getting these character achievements done. It's gonna take a while, because that is by far the biggest single chunk of uncompleted achievements, right? 64% of the character achievements done, everything else is 90 plus. In fact, the lowest thing outside of the character achievements, the lowest completion percentage is 93. And then, you know, others are even higher than that. But yeah, let's take a look at our character achievements, see how we're doing. We handed in 1 Rune of Prophecies, a fully completed one. Brings us to 391, and we are at 2,952 overall prophecy lines. Pretty sweet. And how are we for creature parts? 6.48. I don't know if we ticked up in this episode at all, but that's what we're at. And we are almost at the final achievement for collecting arcane dust, so that'll be fun when it happens. And at some point we got to get the water to wine achievements for converting resources at the refinery. I'll do it when I'm confident that I have enough resources to just get it all in one go, because I think you got to do 10 billion resources or something like that. And finally, let's look at our realm achievements. How are we doing? Easy mode, we've gone past 84,000. We are at 84,397 refreshes. So just under 16,000 to go, and then we can stop worrying about this. And next, we are at 92,200 destructible objects, almost at 46,000 resource nodes. So those ones are chugging along nicely as well. We are past 47,500 treasure chests. That'll be really exciting when we no longer have to worry about treasure chests. It'll really speed up the game quite a bit. But yeah, that's all for those. And I think that's all for this episode. So it's time for me to say, thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you had a happy new year. Hope you had a wonderful holiday break. And hope that we're gonna have a better year ahead of us than the one that we had, because, you know, I don't want to talk too much about the state of the world, but there was some there's been some stuff that's been going on that's maybe not the most uplifting. Hopefully this coming year is going to be a great. Let's try to stay positive and optimistic at any rate. Anyway, that's going to be all for this one. Until next week, take care.